Man, MrBEAST is cooked. I'm talking about that nigga is big. That nigga shit is over. Like, have y'all been seeing what the fuck has happened to the whole fucking MrBEAST camp? Not gonna lie, that has to be one of my biggest fear. Like, they just started exposing that nigga because of that nigga Chris. Like, Chris was the one that fucking ruined it for everybody. When Chris got exposed, I really did not care because I knew that nigga was a weird ass nigga from the beginning. But when MrBEAST got exposed, not gonna lie, that made me want to get in my fucking Hellcat, go slide on every single op I ever fucking seen. I'm talking about, like, that shit was fucking terrorizing. I'm talking about I was crying that day, man. Me personally, I never expected MrBEAST to get exposed because I thought that nigga was a good guy. Not gonna lie, he is a good guy. Like, what he's doing, people are comparing what he's doing to like something that R. Kelly did. Like, you cannot compare MrBEAST to R. Kelly. Like, y'all niggas are acting like MrBEAST, what he did was that fucking bad. Like, what, gambling? Who the fuck does, who, nigga, every single fucking brand does that. Like, y'all just making that nigga shit look bad for no fucking reason. When MrBEAST was getting exposed, my ass was inside the fucking bathroom crying. I'm talking about I was shedding tears because I never wanted that nigga to get exposed. That nigga, I was a fan of this nigga, man, but now I'm still a fan, not gonna lie, because that shit made no fucking difference. The only nigga that needs to get exposed and get his ass whooped has to be Chris. That nigga is weird as fuck for messing with a fucking minor. Me personally, I do not like that shit. What the fuck is you talking to a fucking minor for? Your ass is a whole 20-year-old talking to a 13-year-old. That shit is just fucking crazy. Me personally, I can't even date somebody younger than me because that shit is just weird. But that nigga is talking to a whole 13-year-old while being a 20-year-old. Like, that has to be one of the weirdest thing I've ever fucking seen. Like, that shit is just fucking disgusting. Imagine being in a fucking group and then somebody says, yo, you know your best friend is actually talking to a minor. Think of what the fuck you gonna be thinking in your head. You gonna be like, what the fuck is wrong with this dude? Like, you need to be like serious with yourself. You gonna be like, damn, bro, unless y'all all weird. Like, that shit is different. If y'all are all weird, you probably gonna support that nigga. Y'all's probably gonna be behind that nigga, dick riding the fuck out of him. Me personally, I do not like that shit. But MrBEAST though, not gonna lie, what he did was bad, but it wasn't that bad if y'all actually think about it. Like, people are doing way worse things. Like, that nigga Dr. Disrespect, all them other niggas, man, that shit is way worse. Like, Sketch, y'all making MrBEAST shit look worse than Sketch shit. Not gonna lie, Sketch was way worse because that nigga shit was just fucking, I can't even say what the fuck I saw that day, man. That shit got me traumatized. Not gonna lie. At this point, I think MrBEAST can make a comeback, but Chris, that nigga is just fucking baked. I'm talking about that nigga, no matter what the fuck that nigga does, he's not making no fucking comeback. That nigga can donate to a fucking 1,000 homeless if he wants to. That nigga is not making a comeback. Nigga just fucking cooked. And that nigga is fucking looking at them fucking weird ass pictures of little kids. Like, who the fuck looks at weird pictures of little kids? That shit is just fucking weird. I hate mostly all y'all pedophile niggas, man. Y'all all just need to fucking get y'all balls removed, y'all dick removed, cut off, because that shit is just weird. I do not support none of that gay shit, none of that weird shit. I mean, if you gay, you do you, but if you're talking to little boys and shit, that shit is just fucking weird. It's crazy how that nigga's a whole 20-year-old, but he can't even speak to a fucking 20-year-old. Nigga has worse words than that nigga named Coffin. Like, that nigga shit has to be fucking back to the point that nigga has to start talking to a fucking minor. Not gonna lie, I don't know how the fuck that nigga did not get exposed from the beginning. Like, that nigga should have been exposed, because how the fuck do y'all go so many years without y'all even knowing that nigga was a fucking weird ass nigga? As soon as I saw that nigga transition from a boy to a girl, not gonna lie, I knew that nigga was a weird ass nigga, because he just started acting like you. If you're gay, if you're fucking trans, we know that, but you don't have to be showing that shit 24/7. Like, that nigga is just fucking weird as fuck. At the end of the day, it is not my life and it's not my beef, so I do not really give a fuck about what the fuck is happening to them niggas. But shit, y'all just need to fucking chill out on MrBEAST, because that nigga really, y'all gonna act like that nigga never did anything good in his fucking life. Y'all gonna act like that nigga is R. Kelly or something. Y'all gonna act like that nigga is a fucking evil fucking mega mind. No, that nigga is fucking evil as shit. That nigga is not, what he did was not that bad. If y'all talking about something that shit was bad, y'all gonna have to put Monster, Hershey's, every single fucking brand inside that category, because y'all acting like that nigga went to the fucking store and killed people and shit. I understand that some of y'all may be furious at what the fuck he's doing, but that does not mean that y'all should be taking the anger out on that nigga, man. You could take it out on Chris. Like, if anybody see Chris in the outside, not gonna lie, I advise you, beat the shit out that little nigga, because I do not support the fuck that nigga is fucking doing. That nigga is just weird as shit. If you're that fucking weird, not gonna lie, they need to fucking ban you. I feel like they should fucking electrocute that nigga balls and shit. For that's all for this video, man. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe.